shall win. My teacher, my pride.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, good to see you again. Please state your name and the class you'll be taking, please.
My name is Temitope Abimbola Bodi. My code is 010TG. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Temitope Bodi.
I like his outfit. Your outfit, I like it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
As in G-B-O-D-I.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So, what subject and what topic are you teaching?
Information technology is the subject, sir, and GSS1 class.
DSS,
GSS1 class.
and what topic?
Information transmission.
Go on, Dr. Chindu. Objectives.
Yes, sir. Ma, at the end of the class, the student should be able to define information transmission, list 3 ancient methods of information transmission, and itemize 5 modern methods of information transmission.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. So start your time and take us through. You're on.
Thank you. Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, in our last class, we talked about, do we still remember? Yes. Okay, not to waste much of our time, there we talked about computer ethics. And do you still remember those ethics we talked about? How many of you checked your email in the last 2 days? Oh, beautiful. Yes, today we are going to information transmission. For our keywords. Our keywords for today. Our keywords for today. Let's look at communication. This we'll be using at the course of this class to mean transmission. The second thing we'll be looking at is data. Data is an unprocessed fact that we'll be using at the course of today. And another thing is information. Information is a processed data. And the next thing we'll be talking about is person. We'll be using this for human being. While the last thing there is message. Message is where the content of what we are passing today is. To start with, how many of you have seen this? Watch, everybody. Kéré o, lónílé, lálejò, lọ́kùnrin, lóbìnrin, lọ́mọdé, àtàgbàlagbà, kábíyèsí ìlú wa yìí, ọba Fẹ̀sọ̀gbadé 1. Ó ní kí n sọ fún gbogbo aráàlú yìí wípé ètò kan ti wà lórí afẹ́fẹ́ nísìnyí o, wípé kí gbogbo àwa aráàlú yìí ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wò. Ètò náà ni Teach and Win. Ó ní kí gbogbo wa ká máa wò. Mo wíire àbí mi ò wíire? So, how many of us have seen that happen before? Beautiful. Where did you see it? Yes. Oh, in the village, Africa Magic. That's awesome. You will discover that in those periods, that is the way information is being transmitted. Good. Let's see. Information transmission can be defined as the process or is the passing of information from one person to another. Take for example, Bisola, our class will be starting tomorrow by 10 a.m. Tell everybody in the class. That is my message. I have passed it. Oh yeah, tell somebody beside you. Okay, the class will be starting tomorrow by 10 a.m. But before we continue, there are two methods of transmitting information. The first method is the ancient method. This is the period that has been in existence right from the period of our forefathers. And the first one we'll be looking at is face-to-face communication. Just we are in the class like this. This is a face-to-face communication. The second thing is what I just displayed in the last few seconds. It is called the town crier. The town crier. There you will discover that the KBC will send a message to the entire community through the town crier. And the third one is the use of parabolic message. Look up, everybody. It is not a chance. You will discover that in our movies, our leaders of a particular community will send this to the leader of that community. What does this symbolize? It is a message, but the message cannot be decoded even by the person holding it. But the person sent to, that is the one that can only decode the message. When you open it, it could be for peace, and it could be for a support, and it could be a call of war. Very fast, let's quickly look at the modern method of transmitting information. Can we look at the board? Class, everybody, look at the board. Can you spot what modern means? Can you spot here? I have paper, internet. Look at it. If you can spot any, then we can talk about it. Yes. Oh, which one did you see? You found computer, right? C-O-M-P-U-T-E-R. Interesting. Computer is an electronic device, like you know, that is used to transmit information.
Now, time's up. Thank you very much. Let's start with Dr. Temitope, please, in terms of feedback.
Well done.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Your lesson is very dramatic.
Thank you, ma'am.
I like the inflection of your voice modulation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Quite captivating, so well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
I always believe that a lesson, and that teachers are actors on stage. And that simply means that once you are there facing a class, you are acting a part. And I like how you have acted the part.
Thank you.
I like how you, not only did you beat the thing, you went all the way to talk and pass on a message.
Yes,
so that made it very, that made it more real.
Thank
It
you,
would
ma'am.
have been even more dramatic if you came in beating it and giving the announcement. I mean, you can imagine that they wonder what that is about. So that was very, 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 very good. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. I know that 5 minutes, you were almost done with you have, I think the next slide is classwork.
Yes, ma'am.
This should also be, you can even call it your classwork or some level of evaluation within the class. So well done.
Thank you,
It was
ma'am.
a well-taught lesson,
Yes.
and it communicated. I know it's almost like an intro leading to somewhere else,
Yes,
which I hope they will get to.
yes.
In terms of the things to watch out for,
Okay, ma'am.
please go to slide 1. First slide. Okay. I'll start by saying, slide backgrounds. Your background should always be
Neutral.
plain,
Okay, ma'am.
neutral. Too many colors, not good. It's good you used white to write, but too many colors. It should always be neutral. If there are any colors at all, they'll be very slight. I think this kind of things were done 20 years ago when people were just starting to use this. So,
Okay.
very neutral colors, plain, and like white, if possible.
Okay, ma'am.
At the end of the lesson, each of the students should be able to, the word students should be small letter S. Number 3, information transmission. This that shouldn't be capital letter T. Information transmission, well, since, yes, you've seen where,
Yes,
yes, ancient methods of information transmission.
yes, ma'am.
Small letters, small letters, small letters.
Okay.
Use of Roman numerals in numbering, that is third level numbering. You're an IT person.
Yes.
You know when you go to numbering up there, you will see level 1,
Yes, ma'am.
Arabic 1, 2, 3, level 2, ABC,
ABC.
level 3. Yes, so why did we go to level 3?
Straight off.
Straight off. It means something. It's convention.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Conventionally, that's what to do.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, so I mentioned background of slide and use of capital letters. You'll see that in other places. And so good lesson.
Thank
I
you.
like the tempo. I don't think anybody, I think less than, what do you call it? There was learning that took place here.
Thank you.
It would have been so nice if you showed a clip of, because this vegetable where you say they want to give, and I'm sure if you check online, you will see symbolic, using symbol
Messages, yeah.
messages. A little 5 seconds, 10 seconds clip wouldn't disturb, all right?
Okay, ma'am.
So they actually see what it means to use symbols as a way of passing on information. And you use what we do in our local places here. But there are other places. What does it mean? For instance, at the inauguration of the President of America, you know that they release pigeons?
Peace.
Yes.
Pigeons.
Yes.
Okay.
Once they go to the Arlington
Even in
Cemetery.
Nigeria.
We do it in
Yes.
Eagle Square.
Yes.
We do it in Eagle
Once I
Square.
get to the Arlington Cemetery,
Release
because
your
each
50.
president must go
White.
there,
Okay.
and all living past presidents will line up, and they pass through them, and
Okay.
they eventually release pigeons. I don't know the whole story, but,
Okay, ma'am.
but if you Google this thing, so
Okay,
you've
ma'am.
given an example in our local communities,
I
it's
work
also good to
internationally.
give, yes, what does it
International.
mean to send the pigeon, or of course a release of a pigeon? In Olympics is going to start. What does it mean for the torch to move from one country to another? Huh?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
symbolic.
Yes,
It's
yes.
information transmission. They're trying to say something. So there are many examples,
Okay, ma'am.
and as we think, but well done,
Thank you,
well
ma'am.
done.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All the best.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you. I hope it's my turn.
Yeah,
Okay. Now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, you have listened. Anyway, you have access to the records so that you can go and work on those areas.
Okay, sir.
I'm telling you, you are really improved.
Thank you,
And
sir.
you are very creative in this dressing style.
Oh, yes.
Just
Thank you,
saying
sir.
Ankara written and
complete with a bow tie.
Thank you,
it's
sir.
interesting.
Yes, sir.
And you are okay.
Thank you, sir.
Your psychology has really improved.
Oh, great.
You not hard life. You had life.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't like this when we started.
Oh,
You won't get to laugh, you won't get to smile. When it started.
that like,
You had life.
we are here for serious business.
Yes, you had life. So, and you are not on trial, really.
Yes, sir.
You are to showcase.
Yes, sir.
You know, go the day, Master Supi. This is your story. So
Thank you,
then I noticed that you are feeling in control. You brought that carry. I was really attracted.
Thank you, sir.
Even mo kú ní ilé mo ká lè jò ọba ní kẹ́ ẹ lówó o ọba ní kẹ́ ẹ ṣòwò kẹ́ ẹ jèrè ó ní kẹ́ ẹ lówó kẹ́ ẹ bímọ o ó ní kí n kí yín o then you throw the message.
Okay.
And
Okay,
it's
sir.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Thank
So
you, sir.
it's beautiful. However, you will need to watch out in the areas that Dr. Chididu had pointed out.
Okay, sir.
You will still have, I don't know, sir, you will still have this language presentation communication.
Okay.
If I can have a session with you, all of them. But each of them comes with one error or the other, which can infringe on the processes.
Okay.
You have been told about levels of numbering.
Yes, sir.
and the use of upper cases and lower cases. And actually, the area that I'm going to point to really to watch out is language.
Okay.
Use of past and present tenses. I noticed that you said something, something that had happened in the past, you are still using present to it. That this is the place, this is the way in those days it is being transmitted. In those days it is being transmitted. Something had gone wrong. Because that child listening to you has gone to international school from Mr. Person's country. So by the time you now say, then that child will go and report to us, okay, mommy, come and listen to what my teacher said today. And that will be broadcast in that household. That will not be. So if you need that help, go and write better grammar.
Okay. Okay.
Read though. Not only for this competition, but to save your career.
Okay.
Because I see you rising.
Amen.
And you must rise with your quality and go and explore. If you are born here, must you finish your career here. And you are being trained to operate at international level with international certificates. You must be serious about it.
Okay.
Before international certificate, getting out of, you are going out of this place with qualification to go and operate global. You are going global. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Please wake up.
Amen. Okay.
Then your board management does not. I can't say anything. You didn't write
Yeah,
what?
that's
You didn't write anything on this board.
It's imaginary.
You didn't write. Then levels of topic and subtopic. Like this information transmission is the topic.
Yes, sir.
Objectives cannot be in capital. Cannot.
Okay.
Because you've used that for your...
If that information transmission is capitalized, the next one will be initial
That's
cost.
okay. That's
Only
okay.
the O will be in. Yes. Then you have been told about numbering, and I'm happy about your conclusion. Maybe it's just casual, but you must by now be deliberate.
Okay, sir.
You are no longer on this platform. You have to roll up and sky up and to fly.
Yes, sir.
Not all gutter rats are born in the gutter. If all gutter rats are born in the gutter, not all gutter rats will die in the gutter. Please, I'm talking proverbially. You are growing.
Yes,
Amen.
Amen.
So then I want you to watch out because time management. What went wrong? You forgot yourself. You didn't conclude the lesson.
Pause.
You didn't. Your time. You didn't. Your time caught up with you. You didn't catch up with time. Time overtook you. So please watch out because all these little things matter.
Okay, sir.
And then your how you on others. So, but the major thing is that it is not too bad. You are freely improved, but you can do better.
Okay, sir.
And you will surely do better.
Amen.
After this, maybe a session of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we just point us to those areas. And these comments will still be passed on to where I trust our leader. They will still sit you down, put you through all this. If assistance is needed to assist him, we are ready to put him together.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you, Prof.
Thank you, sir.
Temitope. I'm going to this first comment is not even addressed towards you, it's towards my fellow judges. Just as you're on a time for 5 minutes, we're on a time for 1 minute. So I will try and see if I can do that. That's how we left at 3 o'clock on Thursday. So just to let us know, I know we're trying to pour into them, but we're just going to try and be succinct and reduce the areas of overlap as well. So it's I enjoyed this lesson, especially when you started the role play. Greatly enjoyed that, and there were many parts that I enjoyed in the lesson. In terms of when you were talking about the coded part of the parabolic message, you had a word search at the end, even though we didn't quite use it. That was going to be the roundup of your lesson, your plenary. Okay, but let me just start off with the slide that's showing. We've said this once today, that you see your objectives is different, pretty much distinct from when you then say at the end of the lesson, what you're talking about there is your success criteria or your learning outcomes. Success criteria or learning outcomes by the end of the lesson. It's different from your objectives. There's a slight difference. They do meet somewhere, but there's a slight difference. Yes? And it's good that we note that for people at home or for other teachers who might be watching. as you have known, even though I've enjoyed this lesson, one of the main things about the lessons you've been teaching, and I've tried to advise that maybe you should try and pick something from a different curriculum. It doesn't even have to be the British curriculum, from a different curriculum to be able to make your lessons come alive more. But you did that with your role play. But nonetheless, in terms of what we were trying to learn, and I'm just thinking of a student in your class, for many of them, if they're coming from our background, like an international background, it will be an exercise in tedium. I couldn't put it in any other way. Because I'm just thinking of what's this? JS1. Your average 10-year-old, well, 11-year-old, 12-year-old that has a smartphone. You best be quick with something like this, use it as a starter, and go on to teach them something they really are going to get their teeth into. So, but still, there's still a bit too much spoon feeding. It was you on stage rather than being the guide on the side. Yeah, a bit too much spoon feeding. I loved your role play. Rich, you presented it well. The question though, second minute started, thank you, Dr. Chinedu. The question though is, it's okay, so even though we're saying Dr. Chinedu, she understands Yoruba. Everybody here, I believe, everyone in this room understands Yoruba, but in your classroom it may not be that. So even so you could have done what you did, then you would either get one of the students to interpret a summary of what you just did, or you would interpret it, yes? And that way we're taking regard of EDI. Yes, equity, diversity, and inclusion. EDI. We have to stress on that nowadays, be it within country, be it without country. We're global teachers, yes? So I'll leave it there. But I mean, I would say again as a hint, try and see what you can do that might be in the curriculum, or slightly different from your curriculum, because if not, you're going to be setting yourself at a disadvantage, I believe, in terms of the curriculum you tap into. Thank you very much. Doctor, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, everything has been said. Just work on all those corrections. See coming out better in the next edition. All the best.
Thank you very much, sir.
See you on Thursday, my good friend.
Thank you.
I love your outfit.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Teacher me, my teacher, my pride.